Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the installment of Scott Selections here for Tuesday, July 28th. Before we get into today's play of the day, a quick recap of what happened yesterday. We picked up a pretty entertaining victory there with the Chicago Cubs money line at minus 118 on Bet Online. They were up, 7-0 in the seventh inning or sixth inning or so. They were up 7 runs. And, they almost committed one of the biggest choke jobs I've seen in recent memory. Craig Kimbrell came in the ninth, up 3 runs. He got 1 out, walked 4 guys, and hit a batter. So, not too good. And then Jeffries came in, 8-7, 1 out, bases loaded, back-to-back 3-2 counts, and he got 2 outs. So we ended up getting the win there. Sweat-free. Future reference on the Cubs, if their bullpen's coming in, take the live over, because that bullpen is an absolute disaster. Lester had 5 no-hit innings, and it almost went for nothing. But either or, they ended up getting the win, and we ended up getting the win, which was a nice bounce-back spot for us. And we're going to be going back to another baseball play here on Tuesday. That's going to be a matchup between 2 bottom feeders in the AL Central, and it's going to be on a total. This is going to be the first total we have bet so far in the early part of the 2020 regular season. And it's going to be on a matchup between the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. And we're going to be taking the over 10.5 runs, which is available at minus 116 on Bet Online. Now, this line is pretty hard to find on some sports books. It wasn't available on Fox Bet, wasn't available on FanDuel, wasn't available on DraftKings at this point in time. But it's mostly because of the fact that Detroit has not officially announced who's going to be starting for them in this game. I've heard conflicting reports from multiple people and multiple sources, and for that reason, the line has not been put up on most books. However, BetOnline does have it up, and to be honest, it doesn't really matter because I don't like any pitching options for both sides, at least from who's available. Like Matt Boyd's not pitching for the Tigers, for example, so I don't think it really matters. They played yesterday. They combined for 20 runs. The Royals came from behind. They scored 14 runs after their offense couldn't put up more than 2 runs in any of the first 3 games of the season. But this team erupted. Detroit's bullpen, of course, is a disaster, even though Cincinnati couldn't hit them for about 2 days. But as a whole, both teams have pretty underwhelming pitching staffs. Just looking through the performances here, Tigers were up 5-1 yesterday in the second inning, ended up giving up 14 runs and are out to an 8-run loss. And I expect similar things to happen in this matchup. Both teams offensively performed pretty well yesterday, even though on paper they might not look that great. Pitching staffs are underwhelming, and it is worth mentioning that the wind is going to play a huge factor in this game, as it is roughly 12-mile-an-hour winds blowing out to left center field. So any fly ball should be going out in this game. And at a total of 10.5, I know that might seem a little bit high, but both teams are most likely going to be using openers. So I don't really think the starting pitcher for the Royals matters. They're going to be going with Zimmer, who is going to pitch roughly 1 inning. Don't think that really matters. Detroit could be going with Ronnie Garcia, could be going with somebody else. Either or, I don't think it really matters. Both pitching staffs are a joke, and both starters for this game should be going maybe 2 innings tops. But I know 10.5 seems a bit high. I don't think it's high enough. Both teams literally combined for 20 runs, and you have a perfect home run storm scenario with the wind. And for that reason, I think there is some value on the over 10.5, which is available at minus 116 on Bet Online at the time of recording. I expect this line to jump to 11, roughly right before first pitch, maybe an hour before, especially once it's available market-wide. I don't see how people are going to be betting the under in this spot. And for that reason, the play that I once again for Tuesday, July 28th is going to be on the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers over 10.5, which is available at minus 116 on Bet Online. Other than that, though, that's going to be the installment of Scott Selections here for Tuesday, July 28th, and good luck to all of you and your respective bets today. Bye, everyone.